And right now we are witnessing something in hockey that nobody on this stream, nobody watching the stream, like nobody on who's a part of the show, none of us, I don't think, ever would have thought we would have seen this. We are witnessing like true history. This is like LeBron breaking the scoring record in the NBA. This is, I don't think anybody will ever catch Gretzky in all-time points. But we are literally 27 goals away from Alex Ovechkin, 39-year-old Alex Ovechkin, from breaking the all-time goal. I mean, Gretzky's all-time goal record. And that is, when I tell you, I mean, that is something that like you don't ever think you're going to see. Like that's a record. Now his point record, we're never going to see anybody break that. I'm pretty sure I read something. I'm pretty sure there's a stat that like you could take away all his assists and he still is like the point leader by something, you just take away all his career assists. Yeah, he did get hurt last night and he's week to week. I saw that, which kind of sucks. But dude, what a fucking start he's on. Like I think he's kind of cushioned himself. He can kind of afford to miss a fucking year, or not a year, but a couple weeks. Like honestly, I mean, this guy, 39 years old. This man is he's got 5 goals in his last 2 games. He's 39, right? He leads the entire NHL in goals. Got 15. Last year, he didn't score his 15th goal till February.
Damn.
Okay, it's November. 27 goals back of breaking Gretzky. And obviously, Gretzky, I mean, to me, there is not a better GOAT of any sport than, I don't think anybody's better than Wayne Gretzky ever. I just think Wayne Gretzky is the best team sport athlete of all time. I just don't think there is any, I just don't even think there's a debate there. I mean, he's got 894 goals. Like nobody's ever been as dominant as him.
How many years did it take Gretzky to get the the amount of goals that he has compared to
Miami, Ohio 10, Miller's Illinois 0. All right, so here is the NHL record screen. So Wayne he played in 1,487 games. He had 894 goals. Alex Ovechkin's played in 1,444. So he's played in 43 less games than Wayne Gretzky has, and he's got 27 less goals. So depending on how much times he misses, he could beat that. But then you go over and you look at his fucking like overall stats, and he's just not. He's like 1,300 points behind Wayne Gretzky, to put it in, just to put that in like perspective for people out there. Like that's crazy. Like
that is wild.
Wayne Gretzky had 894 goals, 1,963 assists, he had 2,857 career points in his career. Alex Ovechkin, well, Jaromir Jagr, I believe, is second. Let me look. Let me go by points. Yep, Jaromir Jagr is second with 1,921. So basically, like 900 more points than the guy in second place. So, and he played
less games.
in 300 less games. So, I mean, in my opinion, obviously there might be somebody maybe I'm forgetting or whatever, but in my opinion, I don't think there is a better, and if there is one I'm forgetting of it, tell me in the chat or whoever. I don't know if there's a better team sport player than Wayne Gretzky ever. Like, you can obviously go Brady, but like, Brady stat wise, he's not even like the all-time pass leader. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people that are like beating him in stats. You know what I'm saying? Like he has the most Super Bowls, but didn't, or maybe he did end up having most yards. Or did he have most touchdowns when he left?
He might have had it when he left, but I don't think he has it anymore.
Because I know Breeze. I know he beat Breeze maybe.
Yeah.
Something in like Who's the GOAT? Okay, so you think like GOAT baseball player, you think Barry Bonds, who, obviously, see, I don't even know if, Jordan and LeBron are probably getting there, but like, I just feel like
Oh, he is one. He's at 649, and Drew Brees is second at 571.
649. Okay, so he did end up with one. Okay, so yeah, so Brady started cleaning up there at the end for sure, but I just feel like there's always somebody right behind these people. You know what I mean? Like Brady, Breeze is not that far behind. LeBron, you could still, there are people who don't even have LeBron in their top 10, which is so crazy. But, LeBron, there's Jordan. Jordan's always going to have LeBron right there. Like Wayne Gretzky, it's like it's Wayne Gretzky and then everyone else. Like Barry Bonds, obviously you can say maybe, but, then there's Gretzky, or not Gretzky, Griffey and, Pujols, McGuire. There's all these other guys but I don't know. I guess who do you think would be the closest one to? Who do you think the closest sports comparison to Wayne Gretzky is? Would it be Bonds?
I guess I'd probably put Tom there. I mean, the thing about baseball is that you kind of do it yourself, not always. And hockey's like a hybrid sport where you can do it yourself, kind of, but like you have to have a good team. Yeah, I think I'd put Tom there. I guess maybe Bonds, depending on how Shohei shakes out. Maybe he really rises the ranks because he does multiple things.
Oh yeah, and if we're talking for sure, and I'm not even thinking about people like young starting now, because like honestly, I think, to be completely honest with you, I don't think we'll ever see anybody. I don't know if we'll ever see anybody ever get close to Wayne Gretzky's point record. But if anybody, if there, I don't know how far. Did I just exit out of that? No.
Well, the problem with Shohei, I guess, is that he came into the league when he was like 28 or something, 27. I thought.
I want Sidney Crosby, not Sidney Crosby. I really think that
maybe like 24 or something.
Has a chance to do it. Fuck.
Connor McDavid.
Oilers. Connor McDavid. Duh. Yeah, I think Connor McDavid has a chance to maybe beat the goal record. He's so fucking special. Like Connor McDavid to me is the best. He's the best hockey player. He's probably the best all around hockey player we've seen since maybe Gretzky. Obviously Crosby and Ovechkin clearly, but Ovechkin, his goal scoring has always been, look at a lot of these guys in the top goals. They all got more assists. He's like the only guy that doesn't have, in the top four. Brett Hall didn't assist much either, but most of these guys have more assists than goal. Ovechkin's the kind of guy who he just scored. Okay, for an example, Sid for sure. I think I've said this in the past too. I think it was kind of crazy that when they came in the league, there was always that Sid versus Ovechkin, Crosby versus Ovechkin, and like I do think Ovechkin's probably the better goal scorer, obviously, but all around hockey player, I'd give that to Sidney Crosby. But this is what.
And Ovi has a pair of goals.
This is what Ovechkin has done his entire career. Can't fault him for it. He's already got one goal in this game, but he sits on this circle. I bet half of his goals look like this. 3/4 of them. Just one timer into the fucking. You can't stop it. You just
can't. To the top earlier tonight.
I'm doing it for years.
Like that. It's just, it's timeless. It's a timeless fucking shot. But man, like I said, it's just crazy to me. Like obviously nobody ever thought we would see anybody break the scoring record in the NBA. But this is one that when I think of Wayne Gretzky, I always just think of like untouchable. And to hear that somebody is coming up, especially Ovechkin, who's just been so just consistent over the years, finally got his cup a couple years ago and stuff. So, this is kind of like, this would just be the cherry on top for Ovechkin to pass Gretzky in goals. Power plays, no, it's coming to can't exactly. Like he and I think he uses a shorter stick on power plays too, with like a less of a knob. And he just fucking sits on that corner, and just as soon as it comes down, he'll drop down to a knee, and he will just piss missile that motherfucker. Pat, you just no chance.